What's good, YouTube? SlenderRevolutionX here. Coming at you guys today with another edition of Slendy Talks. And what I wanted to be doing today, guys, is making a bold prediction. And basically what I'm going to be predicting is the outcome of YCS Charleston, which, as we all know, was this weekend. And I thought it would be a good time to kind of go over the meta and what I think is going to happen. And like I said, make my bold prediction. So, with the release of Secret of Eternities, we've seen new cards enter the meta, and this is the first major event with Secrets of Eternity coming out. So we don't know what Patrick Cribbin is playing. We don't know what Corey McDuffie is playing. And as it would seem, Burning Abyss kind of still controls the meta. You know, there haven't been any changes to make that deck worse. It's only gained support. So I can't see it dropping from the top deck spot right now because of any factor of its own. The only way that it drops out of the top deck spot, which I think is pretty arguable to say right now at least, you know, with the triangle format and all that, but understand that even if it doesn't lose anything, it's been shown in this card game time and time again, throughout the lifespan of the trading card game itself, that decks don't have to lose anything to lose that top spot. So we look at what Clearforce got. Looking at Monolith, which is essentially its own Super Rejuve. It got Stealth, which is a great card. You know, Towers is still as threatening as ever if it actually hits the board, if you decide to run that. Shadal's, you know, they didn't get anything too crazy, but, you know, Denko Sekka is kind of causing the whole format to become less trap-oriented. We're starting to see even Burning Abyss decks only running one Fire Lake, which is kind of just like, when that card came out, you're like, why wouldn't you always run multiple amounts of this card? But Denko Sekka is such a formidable card that it's starting to change the culture of the game itself. So we're starting to see decks that wouldn't normally run low trap count start to run low trap count. And I think that gives Shadal's an edge. My bold prediction for this whole event is that Stellar Knights is going to take it by storm. So with the release of Secret of Eternities, if you guys didn't know, Stellar Knights got Stellar Knight Constellar Diamond, which is by far one of the greatest cards that deck could have gotten to try to push it into that triangle between Burning Abyss, Clifford's, and Shadal's. You know, if you haven't read the card, it essentially is Burning Abyss Force Nightmare. If you get this card on board against Burning Abyss, I don't think you should lose from there on out. It's a great card. And on top of Trevor, which that deck already has, that is already great, and that a deck's ability to push out rank 4 exceeds, I don't see it being so far-fetched that this deck can pull out a W. You know, like I said, with every format change, do things happen in this game. You know, very few times have we had a stagnant format that continues to be just as stagnant the next format. So, essentially, in this past format, if you weren't playing Burning Abyss, Shadal's, or Clifford's, you really weren't top. You know, there was very few, you know, YouTube got really boring for a while there. But all I was seeing was those deck profiles. But with the release of Secrets of Eternity, now you're starting to see a few things kind of creep in. Necroth, whatever the hell they are, haven't been released. The Hero Structure deck hasn't been released, although that's coming up. Can't wait. So I think easily enough we can see that Stellar Knights have a pretty good matchup against Burning Abyss, which I think they're pretty much going to see the most of. But even if they don't see that, even if they see Shadal's, Stellar Knight Diamond is still a great matchup against Shadal's. It pretty much shuts that deck down too. That card could easily be MVP of YCS Charleston. Don't get me wrong, I still think that Burning Abyss has the edge overall. I still think that deck and its recursion abilities and floater abilities is just absurd. You know, we look back to a format of like Dark World where we were just like, wow, could you imagine how ridiculous these cards would be if they weren't cost? Yeah, that's kind of what we're in right now. Like, if Dark Worlds could work off of cost, they'd be absurd. And that's exactly where we are right now. So, the power creep is real, absolutely. I think Stellar Knights are going to take YCS Charleston, bold prediction. And it'll be interesting to see which route the format takes with the release of the Hero Structure deck. and when the crawls comes out. You know, so there's three things going on right now. It's a really big change in the game. We're going to start seeing a lot of different things come out. And something to look forward to for you guys is if you end up watching anything about YCS Charleston, I think you're going to start seeing a lot of variants of deck that we haven't seen before because of the release of Secrets Eternity. So, get excited, guys. It's coming up this weekend. YCS Charleston. My bold prediction, Teller Knights are going to win. It's going to be, you know, I don't think that they're going to sweep it, but I think they're going to pull it out. If you get one good player who really knows this game, playing this deck with these advantages, I don't think that it's unreasonable for this deck to win. So, if you guys like what I had to say, give this video a thumbs up. Helps me out a lot, and I really enjoy it. If you guys have anything to further comment on, or if you just completely disagree with me, leave it in the comment section below. I always love to hear from you guys. And as always, guys, remember to subscribe and join the revolution today. This is SlenderRevolutionX signing out, and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.